Now, here's a question, folks, I've been wondering about for a while here. As the elections are just 6 days away, all the momentum seems to be swinging on the side of Donald Trump, whether it's social media, even the leftist media admitting things, court decisions in Virginia, the Supreme Court saying they can, in fact, follow Virginia law and remove people who are ineligible from the voting rolls. Also, the illegal shutting down of the early voting. Yes, there is early voting in Pennsylvania. It's just called in-person voting, but it is early, so call it what you want, but it's early voting. In Bucks County, a court intervened and said they have to be open until Friday now, so people get a chance to do the early voting, effort to suppress the vote there. Are we being punked by these polls and this enthusiasm and this media surge? And that's my question here. I mean, I have to wonder, are we being misled and tricked so that the media gets what they want, chaos and riots and other nonsense after the election? One has to wonder that, because quite frankly, it's a little bit concerning. The polls aren't matching the enthusiasm. It's either going to be a landslide or it's going to be a disappointment for a lot of people. It certainly does raise some questions, doesn't it? Everything seems to be swinging Trump's way, but the polls aren't budging, although some places say that Trump's ahead by 3 points nationally now. I predicted about 2 months ago an electoral landslide for Trump, reading the tea leaves of what we're seeing here. And I believe that's still valid. At this point, if I believe the sentiment, he also has a chance to win the popular vote, and that would be encouraging. But I guarantee you that whatever happens, there's going to be a lot of people crying in their beer or in their shoulders or hugging someone dear to them come November 6th. Because, wow, the videos I've been watching of leftists absolutely losing their minds all over America, grabbing people's flags, ripping signs out of yards. These are criminal acts, by the way, but they have no compunction. They'll do it anyway. They don't seem to care that they're committing crimes. They'll just do it anyway, all because their demonic obsession with hatred of Donald Trump. Look, I'm not a fan of the guy, but I vote for him. You know, I don't have to like the people that I'm voting for. In fact, I work for people that I didn't like very much while in uniform on occasion. That's life. You need to grow up. But his opponent has nothing, no policies, except the ones she plagiarized from him, and ones that will cause economic carnage and chaos, like $25,000 credit for first-time homebuyers, which will put inflation into home prices, and giving money to black men, which is unconstitutional. You can't give money just because you're a black man. That's illegal. Violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. This is crazy. But this is a crazy election season, and people have lost their minds. It's just absolute insanity. We've seen, of course, the past with Barack Obama whining about Pennsylvanians clinging to God and their guns. And then, of course, we've seen Hillary Clinton call, this is before I lived in Pennsylvania, that Pennsylvania is a basket of deplorables and irredeemables, she called Trump voters. Now we see Mark Lamont Hill using his racist language, attacking voters for Trump.
These are deplorable people. Anyone in 2024 that is willing to vote for Donald Trump is deplorable, and it's a morally indefensible position.
And of course, the most recent one, and of course, they try to walk it back, but you can't walk it back. We saw it. He meant what he said, and he said what he meant. Joe Biden called those who vote for Donald Trump garbage.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Wow. Wow. That's what they think about you and me. White, black, brown, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Wiccan, straight, gay, trans. That's what they really think about you. Don't be misled. Their actions speak louder than words. The Democratic Party founded the Ku Klux Klan. The Democratic Party interned 140,000 Japanese Americans in concentration camps. And it's from the very beginning. The first president elected from this political party was Andrew Jackson, who stole the land from the Cherokee, the Choctaw, and the Seminole Indians and forced them on the Trail of Tears, killing thousands along the way and stealing their land. Why? So Jackson and his crooked patronage friends could speculate on their land. Yeah, make no mistake, folks, the history of the Democratic Party is a history of dark, dark bigotry and racism. They pretend to care about people, but it's just a lie. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Republican Party in the modern sense because they're mostly Republicans in name only who go along with big spending, deficit destruction in this country, unnecessary wars, and total chaos. But the options in this race are pretty darn clear. It's pretty clear. Honestly. She has nothing. She can't string two sentences together. She shouldn't be on the ballot to be the local dog catcher, let alone the President of the United States. Given that choice, Pennsylvania for Trump. God bless and take care.
Donald Trump, you never see him around strong, intelligent women, ever. It's just that simple.
What you talking about, Willis?